Growing up on the family's lakeside resort, Madden's was ideal for Abby Piper and her brother Ben Thuringer. Endless hours of fun enjoying being outside, especially on the lake or at the beach, and dozens of fun events every season. And there were countless lessons learned as little chores grew into larger responsibilities.
My first job was picking up cigarette butts in the parking lot. So I think the first lesson was probably that every detail counts. You know, ownership, management, we're not above the fold in any regard. You do every job, you know, you service the guest and the guest comes first. And taking care of every detail that touches their experience was ingrained in us at the outset.
That ethic served Abby and Ben well as they grew up and pursued experiences elsewhere. Abby found herself in New Zealand as a pre-med student studying to take the MCATs. Ben found himself working for the St. Paul Hotel. And while he always had an interest in coming back to Madden's, Abby didn't realize how much she wanted to until she was more than 8,000 miles away.
I loved my internship. The doctor was amazing. But it really gave me a good sense. I would go in the morning and I would see patients and I'd go home and I loved the patients. But I had this part of me, it was like hospitality was just so exciting. Every day is different and you start evaluating, what do I want my daily life to look like? And I knew that I had to come back.
Today, Abby is Chief Sales and Marketing Officer. Ben is COO, and combined they own 41% of the resort. Mom, Deb, continues to lead the resort's interior and events decorating, while Dad, Brian, is enjoying retirement that began earlier this year.
This is my 43rd year, second general manager in 87 years. So I think it's time, and I'm not sure that I'm identifying or transitioning between X and Y and millennial generation. I think my children have a much better understanding of that than I have. And so to meet the needs of X, Y, and millennials, I think they'll do a better job than I could.
Abby and Ben are hard at work devising ways to attract new types of guests while continuing to appeal to the thousands who already flock to the resort each season. They know, however, that one of their greatest challenges will be keeping a family culture that became embodied by Madden's 50 full-time employees. Madden's employee passion for the resort shows every day, as well as in times of crisis. When it was hit with a terrific storm last summer, staff swiftly guided all guests to safety in time. Equally as impressive, they quickly helped open the resort again despite the $15 million worth of damage that only became evident at daybreak.
The first thing you see on the CBS News in the morning is your resort. That's a little off-putting, you know. So, yeah, it was. It seems bigger now than it did at the time because we were, you know, stunned, I guess. But the neat part about it is, I think it was 2 days after the storm, Scott Hoffman, I asked him how long it would be before he could get the golf courses open. He said, I think I can do it in 2 weeks. So I said, well, you know, we are talking about getting 50% of this resort open in 2 weeks. Can we do it? And the staff is overwhelming. Yes. You know, it's overused, the word, you know, my company's a family. But I think in this particular case, we're very close to our employees because we have a horizontal organization versus a vertical because we're all on the front line.